Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. My name is Kim, and I'm in Canada, and I have my co-host, which is calling from Vietnam, and I have two lovely guests today, which is coming from UK and Belgium. So we kind of cover all the world. Welcome, welcome. And also we are live today, and I just want to thank you guys to tuning in this morning or this afternoon or this evening to listen to our webinar. And we are all busy mom, we all have a full-time job, and we try to manage the digital business with our family in the background as well. So hopefully, you guys going to have a little bit of insight on how to run this digital business later on. If you guys have any question, you can, email us or text us, or for with any question, and then we will be able to answer all your doubts and concern. Okay, so before we start, let me introduce myself a little bit for whoever who doesn't know me. So my name is Kim Pham. I'm living in Canada with my husband and my teenager's daughter for over 40 years now. But I'm originally from Vietnam. I left the country when I was about 4 or 5. So I did all my education, all my kindergarten to university here in Canada. I'm proud to be a Canadian. Even though like I did came back to my country to visit a few times. I think it's about 3 4 times already. I love my country, but because I get used to Canadian culture and everything, so it's I came back to Vietnam just as a tourist, right? I can't even live there because I'm not used to my country anymore, but I'm very proud. Also because I was able to keep my culture. I was able to talk in Vietnamese fluently, reading, writing. I have no problems, and I was really thankful
Yeah.
for my parents to give that mother tongue to me. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. And because I did all my education in Canada, I graduated in computer science degree, and then now I'm working as a software engineer for over 25 years in the corporate world. And I decided to move on to the digital world, just to
Yeah.
venture myself here. And I heard a
Mm-hmm.
lot of good stories, so I just want to make the move because I know that in the future AI, robots, and everything is going to take over human
Yeah.
jobs, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I'm here. So yeah, so that's a little bit about me. I'm going to pass the floor to Lynn, my co-host, so she's going to
Yung
introduce herself.
mamaliit. Okay, thank you, Kim. I'm very happy to be your co-host today. And as Kim mentioned, the like today is all about how we can run a digital Yung mama. business at a
Mhm.
side hustle while we are busy mom. Yeah, we have a full-time job, we have many babies. So by the way, my name is Tuli. I am from Vietnam, and I work in health sector for 13 years. My main job is to call for NGO funds for leprosy patients in the central of Vietnam, and I am very proud of my mission because I can help a lot of people. But I do know that I have to how could I say set up a good future for my children. That's why I move on to the digital business because I want to create a good finance for our future. Okay, so today I am very happy to welcome my two amazing partners from UK and Belgium. I believe that they can share their journey how to become a digital business owner, and they are very inspired. So let's welcome them. Okay, firstly, my friend from Belgium, let's say to the world who you are, ladies.
Okay, thank you, Kim and Lynn, for giving me this opportunity to be here this afternoon, my time. I really do appreciate this initiative. So, thank you. And from Belgium, I say good afternoon. And from wherever you're watching, good morning if your day is just starting, and good afternoon if your day just started. So here is Yuji Chika. I am I am a successful digital business owner. I run my digital business part time. I am a full time working mom. I am a business analyst. Right, I have been working for about 18 years now, and I have other professional background in human resources, marketing, and customer service. And now I'm a business analyst together with a proud digital owner. I have a daughter of 3-year-old. You may have noticed her forehead or her sound in the background. Yeah, she's the little business partner that I have here. So thank you, everyone, and I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. And the last one, Monisha.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Kim and Sue. Thank you for having me in, in your platform. It's a great opportunity. To introduce myself, I'm originally from Nepal and I've been living in UK for now over 20 years. I came here from Nepal to get my accountancy degree and have been here since. And I live with my husband and I've got two kids. I've got my daughter and my son who is still little. So yes, I've been in this country working as an accountant, and now I'm also the owner of a digital business which I started a couple of years ago. And yes, this is my small introduction really. And yes, I'm like a business mentor who is involved in helping moms like me.
Okay,
So
thank you, Monisha.
yeah,
Okay,
thank you
Kim,
very
I
much.
think
Yes,
that I think that you can start some question with our guest today. I think you
sure.
have lots of questions.
No, actually, we're just going to share a little bit about our, background,
Hmm.
family, and
Hmm.
how we manage as, as we do full-time job because we still have our full-time job. Eventually, I
Yeah.
think one goal is just to retire early and then work on this business full time, right? So
Yeah.
that's the main goal. But I mean, it takes time. Like every business takes time. It's you cannot be successful overnight, right? So that's why like for me, like the reason why I start this business is just because um I have like three major event that is happening in my life in such a short period of time, but it's all at the same time. So usually people had one, two, or three. They already thought about having a plan B, right? But for
Yeah.
me, it's just happened. Like I mean, like nothing you can do, right? It's just part of
Hmm.
life. But the way how you handle it and the way how you you know uh, take it, it's really depend on everyone. So basically, the three major event that is happening to me is that first, I got laid off from the corporate after 25 years. There's no loyalty, there's nothing, right? I thought
Yeah.
that I'd make a lot of friends there, but actually, corporate is not. It's not family, basically, right? So they have to go with their business. That is, it's very understandable. So it's just like a 5-second call, and then I'm out. So that's one thing. Second thing is my husband got diagnosed with cancer. So now it's okay. Like I mean, because we kind of figure out at a very early stage, so that's why we got the tumor removed. But he's still
Hmm.
under monitoring every 6 months for at least 2-3 years. But that part is it's fine now. But at the very beginning is shocking because he's very healthy, he's very active, he's doing like exercise every like 4 or 5 days a week, right? So he will be the last person that I would thought that has some issue, health problem. um so that's the second major event. And then the third event obviously is my parents. They getting old now, they are in their 80s, their health is not very good either. um so I'm in between, my parents, my family, my daughter. So it's a wake up call for me basically. So I have to find a way to be able to release myself, to have more time, to be able to spend with my parents and my family, right? So
Yeah.
that's the main three reason why it pushed me to do this digital business. um I'm not like anyone else because I already start an online business before. But the difference is because I have a pet online store, right? So I do handmade accessory for dogs and cats. I start that business online. It's going very good now. It's been for a few years already. But eventually, over time, I was asking myself, like, am I going to do this kind of business for the rest of my life, for the next 10 years? Am I'm still able to do it? Because I'm approaching my
Mhm.
50s, right? And I want to think more about an early retirement. So the answer is no, because I have to deal with a lot of inventory, product, and then I have to be physical there to make it, right? And then pack it and ship it to the customer. And obviously I have to deal with the customer as well, because like we are not living in a perfect world where everyone is happy, right? Some customer has some complaints here and there, so I have to I have to find ways to satisfy them as well. So it's a lot of hardship, and I just feel like that business is not sustainable. So that's why I turned into the digital world, because I know that digital is the future. Everyone is using online, is using, you know, Wi-Fi to do all their stuff, right? Even they go to buy grocery, they do their banking, they book an appointment, like everything is doing online now. So why not
Mhm.
making money online as well, right?
Mhm.
So yeah,
Mhm.
so that's really the reason why I decide to come in.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
I see you have a lot of reasons to push you into
Yeah.
the digital world, Kim. So,
yeah,
and Monisha, I see hope you have a children. I mean, very young children.
Yes.
So, are the children is the reason why you do the digital business? Can you share?
Yeah, like Kim has like a really powerful voice. I was like really moved away, just to listen to her story. And just wanted to also let know those who are watching. This is how we actually met, isn't it? Online through this business, and it's really powerful, and it's really good to. I mean, it's really touching story. But mine is like mine is I have various whys as well, but mine is mainly because my husband works in the retail sector and we never got the opportunity to spend time as a family. And one Christmas when I was heavily pregnant with my second child, like we were in the same country. It was Christmas, New Year's Eve, and my husband was working on New Year's Eve, and me and my kids were at home. I mean, my daughter, my son wasn't born then. So it made me feel really bad, like when we had to wish my husband over the phone. It felt like this is not how life should be. So I thought, I need to do something. I really need to find something in order to make things better. So I had seen this uh, ad on Facebook feed, and I saw this digital opportunity. There was a mom who shared a story, and her story kind of resonated to my story. And I did a little bit of research from my end, and watched a couple of workshops. And when I was fully satisfied, then I decided to start this digital journey. But that was the main reason, to have like a family time together. Of course, there's other wise, like for other to help us financially as well. But that was the main reason for me and my husband to have like a bonding, have a time together during these special holidays and stuff. So yeah, that's I think that's what hit me to start into the digital world.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, your story taught me a lot.
Oh,
Because I understand that happiness is the destination, in our
Yeah.
destination, right?
yes,
Everything we do, we want
That's right.
happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
have a,
right.
do you agree with me? Yeah. So let's share your story up. I'm looking forward. I'm looking.
Yeah, so basically, I know that the common denominator for all of us here to want to venture into this business is the fact that we want to balance our economic lifestyle to have a buffer in our finances. So that is given. But for me, I have two reasons why I really, really needed to start looking out for something else. And the first reason was the fact that sometime, I mean, not sometimes, I desire to be a homeowner. I want to own my home, my own house. And then I went to, do some research, and I had an appointment with my mortgage bank, and the requirements is out of this world. I'm a single mom, and it's not even easy for two people, a couple pulling finances together. How much more, a single mom? So when I looked at the requirements to be able to purchase a house, I knew that this is beyond my reach, and I didn't know how long I would keep saving to be able to do that. So I had that, you know, at the back of my mind. I was thinking, funny enough, before the pandemic time, or just after we got out of the pandemic time, I had my first meeting, and it looked feasible that I'll be able to get a house. So I thought, okay, if I can just work harder and get some sort of promotion at work or get a new job, I should be able to do this within this set of time. And I was blessed. I got a new job with over 100% increase, but I still went, September last year to make another appointment with the same mortgage bank. And it looked like things had changed. And I said, "What happened?" And he said, "Well, the inflation and all of that." And I'm like, with this, I'm not sure when I'll be able to become a homeowner on a single source of income. So that is one. And the second one, my I was working. My job gives me the opportunity to work a couple of days from home. So I was working at my home office, and then I got a call from my daughter's school to say that she was sick. I had just dropped her off that morning, and then I had to go back to pick her from school, and I went to drop her off. With my foster mom. And on our way, she said in her little voice, "Mommy, are we going home?" I said, "No, you're staying at your grandma today. I have to work." And then she was sad, but I have to work. So I left her there. I came back. The next morning, she was still unwell to go to school. So I called her school and said, "My daughter wouldn't be in school today." So I took her back to the grandma, and when I was leaving, she held my jacket and she said, "Mommy, can I go home with you?" I said, "No, baby, you have to stay here. Mommy needs to work." And I really, really, I mean, I could call in and say my daughter needs me. But you see, at that time, it coincided with the time I had this important training. I was the facilitator of that training. And you can agree with me how it's very challenging now to get a mutually convenient time for everybody around the world. I mean, I've got colleagues in the US, and I have people in Belgium, in UK, all around the world. So I faced that training like 4 months before the time, and I have had to cancel and got another convenient time. So if I cancel, it means that this training will be pushed to January, and I really needed to get my deliverables before the end of the year done. And that was the reason why I couldn't call in, because I mean, I could just simply tell my boss, I'm sorry, but my daughter needs me. But when I considered the next time I will have an opportunity to facilitate this training, considering that it has been in the planning for the past 4 months, I just needed to get it out of the way. So that was why I had to be at work. And she held me. She was crying. I said, "Baby, I will come back after work." And I left. I cried from the grandma's place back home because it broke my heart. I'm like, God, how long is this gonna happen? So at that time it was like a wake-up call. I said I need to find something that will give me that balance between my professional obligation and my personal obligation, my private obligation. So I started looking out for something until this advert. I have a friend, she's my contact on WhatsApp. She's been posting all of this ad on her status. I've been seeing it for a couple of months, over a year. Yeah. Yeah, that's good, baby. I'm coming. So I've been seeing her ad, but at that point, that was when I pinged her and I said, "Hey, what is this all about?" And like my sister here, Monisha, said, she did her due diligence. I did my research, and when I got the conviction that this is the right platform for me, because my job is already busy. I have a busy profession, and I didn't want something that would take that ample time of my life, my time at work, and then do a side hustle that will also be very timely and time demanding. So when I saw how flexible this was, I knew this was the right thing for me to do my full-time job, focus on my daughter and myself, and still have some flexibility to run this on the side. So that's it for me.
Wow, you're such a good mother. Like, I mean, I try to put myself in your shoe and I would have the same feeling, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to be a single mom already, but
Mhm.
when the daughter is sick and then, she tried to
Yeah.
pull you back and she cried, like it makes you very emotional. That's
Yeah,
that's
it
the
does.
normal motherhood behavior. So how about you, Lynn? Like you didn't talk about yourself.
You know why? Um, Actually, all of you have we have reason because we do digital
Mhm.
business because someone, because our husband, because our children, because of our parents, right? But I think that deeply we because of ourselves. Because when we make our lover happy, we're happy, right? So for me, I started business. I thought, oh wow, because I want to have more time with my baby. I want to support my family. But recently, I found that because of myself. The reason is because of myself. I want to be happy. I want to live the life I wanted. I want to make my family happy. I want to how could I say, pursue my dream. Did you know when I was young, I want to be a flight attendant. Yeah, yeah, I want to travel around the world, but I, I cannot. So now I want to live for myself. I want to create the life I want. I want to be happy. That's why I started digital business because now I am under 40. I don't have enough time. So I have to find a solution that can give me the time and the finance as fast as possible. That's why I took the digital business. I grab it when I see a video on Facebook from a Vietnamese in German. She said that yeah, you can work anywhere, anytime, and the income is so good. And I said, wow, that's what I'm looking for. That's why. So for me, it's very simple. I want happiness. I want happy. I want to be happy. I want to live the life I want. That's why I do the digital business. Okay, so we are on busy mom. We are busy with our full-time job. We are busy with our children. So how can we run the our business? How can you run your digital business? You can share with me, now, Monisha? You
Oh
first.
yeah, of course. Like I'm also working not full time, but I'm working part time at the moment. I'm an accountant. But even though, accounting jobs can also be demanding because you have to be present in the office, travel. So, the main reason I started this digital business is because of the automated system and the other different things that comes with it that you don't have to sell in this business, and you don't have to deal with the products and internet because I prepare lots of accounts. So I know what goes in a physical business. So the other reason I started this is because I found out that you don't have to deal with any of those stuff, no product, no inventory, no postage or whatsoever, and the flexibility that it gave me. I didn't have to be constantly looking at my business like in a physical business, where you have to, if you're not there, then your business doesn't run. But whereas this business, it gives you that flexibility. It helps you run your business in automation, and you can look at it whenever you get a chance. For instance, I look at my business when my during my lunch break, or when my kids are asleep, or when I'm just watching them play, or watching a movie. I just look after my business that way. So it's kind of gives me that flexibility, that freedom, and not worry about, oh no, what if I'm not there, my business won't be there. So that kind of is very good for busy moms, like working moms like us, and especially if you've got kids and also working at the same time. So yes, it's great for moms like us.
Wow,
Wow.
how flexible the business is, right?
Yeah, the business is
How,
so flexible that you can
mhm,
work anytime, anywhere. So
Yes.
that's the the main thing that I also wants to look into, like into the digital business, right? um yeah, for me, like, I mean, I just spend like 2 3 hours a day. Obviously at the very beginning, because we just started, so we have to spend a little bit more time
Mhm.
just to build up our
right.
business and to
Yes.
get connection and people to know about our brand and things like that. So I put a little bit more hours. But now, like, since the business is more stabilized, so I just have to spend a couple of hours here and there during the day. Like when my kids is not around, or when I have a little bit more free time during my lunch break, or in the evening when everyone is going sleeping, so I kind of work on my business. So yeah, so it's very flexible, and you can work anytime, even when I'm out having have a coffee with a friend. I kind of having a pick to my business as well, like responding to leads or posting a few picture here and there. Like, it doesn't really take time, but you just have to work on it, right? Like, it's just like another job. Like, if you treat your business as a business, you have to work as a job, not as a hobby. Otherwise, you're going to have like hobby money if you spend so little, right? But if you treat it as a business, obviously it's going to turn out very well in the next couple of years. But you have to put your heart into it. You have to put, like, you
Right.
have to be very motivated and very determined to be able to bring your business up to the point that you want. Otherwise, if you treat it as a hobby and then you don't take it seriously, the money is not going to come to you, and it's not going to be
Mhm,
serious. Obviously, don't expect to be successful if you don't put all your effort into it. Yeah,
mhm. Totally agree with you, Kim. Totally agree with you. When you put 100% your focus on your business, the business will pay back to you. If you
right.
treat it as like a hobby, no money, right?
And
So how
also,
about
like,
you?
and also, you also, sorry to interrupt, also, like, I forgot to mention, like, there's also the mindset, right? Like, if you have the growth mindset and you're willing to learn and willing to improve yourself, that's it's also a big plus. Otherwise, there's a lot of people coming in, right, and they don't really enjoy learning or anything like that. Obviously, it's not going to work for them. So if you are those type of people, don't even bother to think about it. But if you really want to learn and improve yourself and have a better quality of life later on for you, for your family, for your parents, for whoever your loved one are, then you should think about this and explore more.
Yeah, more you learn, more you earn, right?
Exactly.
Okay, how about you? Okay, Chica, how long, how many hours a day you spend on your business?
Okay, so for me, when I just started my business, I used to spend a lot of time, like almost 4 hours in a day, and I would split it between my break period and when my baby goes to bed. And the reason it is, I mean, for obvious reasons, when you're starting something new, you have to build, you have to lay a strong foundation, you have a lot of setups to do, you have a lot of trainings to follow, you have a lot of information gathering and all of that. And that those kind of activities takes a lot of time, right? So I had to prioritize and see, no, my best time is when my baby goes to bed. I mean, I have the time into sometimes 10, 11 p.m. at night to just do all of the. But now that I'm gaining some stability, or I've gained some stability, I still put in sometimes 30 minutes. In fact, I try to put all my business partner is busy baking, right? So you can hear her, talking and supporting me. So yeah, um, uh, during hey baby, can you reduce your voice a little bit? So
That's the beauty of working in
my
digital, right?
so she doesn't overshadow my.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you see, what I do, because I like to keep my weekends as free as possible to accommodate my daughter's curricular activities and chores, weekend chores around the house, groceries, cooking, laundry, and all of that. So I try as much as possible to keep all my meetings during the week. And what I do is, I mean, some of the meetings we have is about 30 minutes. So during break period, for those whose time zones can align with mine, I could do it during my break time because my break is usually 1 hour, or I do it at 5 p.m. After 5 p.m., yeah, I can spare between 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Just do a 30-40 minutes interview before I go pick up my daughter, And for some reasons, when I cannot, then I can accommodate a meeting or two during the weekend. Then as much as possible to do all my meetings during the week so that I can have a free weekend for myself, for my daughter as well. So that's how I'm able to manage my time because I mean, I look at what will work for me, and it's better to accommodate everything during the weekdays so that I can have more time for my daughter and myself during the weekends. Yeah.
yeah,
I also want to add that, if you can work for somebody else, you know, you need to, it's better to work for yourself. You should also be able to, work for yourself, because at the end of the day, when you work for yourself, you get to enjoy the benefit later, isn't it?
Yeah. And also when you work for yourself, you have more time flexibility, right? You can come up with your own schedule and you are not depending on anyone. So if you take time off or anything like that, you're the boss. So you decide your time, when to take off and when to work, right? If you want to work, you just work. If you don't, then just don't, right? But if you want you work for someone else, then every time you have to ask permission.
Yeah.
And at the end
That,
of the day, you go to get what? Just a paycheck, right? And then obviously you go to have a steady income coming in every time, because unless you have a promotion or a big bonus or something like that, but your life is just steady, right? Like there's nothing. But if you really want to improve and retire early, for me, I have a lot of whys, right? And mine is pretty big. So I really want to retire before I reach my 50s. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I kind of work hard on this, because I really believe in this business, and I really believe that if you put the effort and you're motivated, passionate about it, you're going to be successful. And I mean, I only not believe in only in myself, but I also believe in what I see and the people I met, right? They are all real story, real people, and they are all successful. It's just like the path of everyone is a little bit different. Some are successful very fast, and some takes a little bit more of time, right? But at least I'm proud that I already start. That's the main thing, right? You have to take action, and you have to start from somewhere. Otherwise, nothing is going to change in your life.
Yeah.
How
Mm.
about you, Lynn? How about you? How do you manage
Mm.
your time with your family, your and working full time and doing this business as well?
Yeah, I think I like all of you. When just at the first beginning, I had to spend a lot of time on the visit because I have to learn. I start from no experience, no technique, no experience. So I had to I have to pay a lot of time to cover my lack of information. So I have to spend 3 or 4 hours a day to learn everything. And when my business was set up, it just took me 1 or 2 hours a day. Usually I wake up at 5 a.m. After a small exercise, I will check my business, and then I go to my office and like that. After my baby go to bed, I came back to my business. Yeah, there are just early in the morning and late at night, 1 or 2 hours a day. That's all. And I think that okay. So I think that many busy women, many late busy mom out there. The reason why how could I say, they don't want to start any business is that I don't have a time. I was very busy. I don't have a time, so I don't start any business. It's just one full-time job is just enough for me. But I think that after they listen to our story, they will change their minds. The digital business is so flexible. It can give them time, and finance. So I think that after they listen to our story, they will change their mind and start the business. I think so. Thank you so much, ladies, for your story. They are inspire a lot. And for our audience, if you are watching live or you catch the replay later, you can leave some comments below which videos you got on your Facebook with any question if you want to learn more about the business, right? My partner will answer and we can read to you, give you all information you need if you want to start a business, right? And I think that's the live in now is 37 minutes, and I think it's enough for our audience. Do you think so?
Yeah, thank you very much, ladies.
Thank
Like we are
you.
so happy to be able to invite you guys over here, like Monisha and Hug from Europe. And then we are very global, right? Like this community is very global. So whoever is watching out there who's going to watch the reply, please comment out from where you're watching to, because like where it's just so nice to see like everyone around the world just to tune in and listen to our webinar. And I really hope that you guys are going to take action. You're going to like learn everything from here, and then take action, and then just feel free to contact any one of us, and then we're going to be very happy to share all the knowledge and all the information that we have, so you can actually start your own business. It's not hard, but you need to take the action.
Yeah, right.
Thank you very much,
Us,
ladies.
Thank you for
Thank
having us.
you.
yeah,
Thank you for
Yeah,
having
so
mhm,
us.
enjoy the rest of your day if you're,
Sure.
everywhere,
You
or
and
good
you.
night if you're on the other side. And then we will
Okay.
see you guys in the next episode. Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay, bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Good night from Vietnam.
Bye.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.